Hey everybody, welcome to Enliven Wellness. My name is Tessa and I'm really happy to be here to share with you my top 5 things that you still need to detoxify from your life if you really want to get better. So if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please hit the subscribe button down below and make sure you tap that bell button next to it so you're notified when I go live and whenever I release a new video. All right, now make sure you also stay tuned to the end because I'm going to give you 5 tricks on how to detoxify these things from your life, and so just make sure you stay tuned to the end. All right, number 1, people. So a lot of you out there watching are empathic people, and that's probably why you might be feeling not so good sometimes, because if you haven't checked out my video on the connection between SIRS and narcissists, do so, and empaths. Anyway, with that being said, even if you're not an empath, which most of you are, you still need to look at the people around you in your life to see if they are serving you and lifting you up, or if they're not serving you and bringing you down. Now, I don't personally like to use the term like toxic people, because I think that like everybody is seriously just doing the best that they can. And even these people who are bringing you down, they're suffering themselves. And they're not necessarily toxic, they're just not serving you at this time, and they're in like a little suffering bubble, right? Like a little suffering like tornado, and they're just not helping raise you up. So think about it in that way, like people who are like bringing you up or people who are bringing you down. And if there are people in your life that are continually bringing you down, you know, you can try and try all you want to try to lift these people up. You can try, but in the end, it's their choice if they want to rise up or not. And if they are sucking the energy and the life force out of you, you don't have to be that martyr and just like let people continue to suck life out of you. Okay, you need to learn how to set healthy boundaries and say like, okay, listen, like this person is not serving me at this time. And then you need to be able to step away and set the appropriate boundary out of love, not out of hate. You don't need to set boundaries out of hate. To say like, oh, like I hate that person, you know, like, rah, because if you are that upset at somebody, you're still hooked into them. Just a heads up, you're still attached to them if that's the feeling. Whereas if you can say like, okay, like I'm going to set this out of love for myself, and like, and allow that person like the freedom to go and like learn their own lessons, and release that person, release the hooks that they have in you. And that's so much more easily done when you do it out of like a loving space, right? So you need to learn how to set healthy boundaries around the people who are not serving you. And there's a couple of ways that you can tell that this person is not serving you or not. I will put that at the end of this video with some of my tips and tricks on how to detox people from your life who aren't serving you. So stay tuned. All right, number 2 is music. All right, so like think about the music that you listen to on the daily, and those are literally vibrations coming into your brain and into your body. Now, if those vibrations are negative and they're like low vibing messages, they're gonna be low vibing your cells and you're gonna be pulling yourself down, right? Because again, like if you put tuning forks in a room together and you struck them to one chord, they all vibrate at the same level. So if you're listening to negative music, it's going to be putting negative energy into your body, which is going to lower the energy in your cells, and then you're not going to be functioning as optimally as you could, because the higher the vibration is in your cells, and this isn't just like hippie shit, okay? Like it's literally like, look at the work of Dr. Jerry Tennant. The vibration in your cells and the level of that vibration matters, and it determines how healthy you are. So if you have a lower vibration in your body because of lower vibration music, you're not going to be as healthy as you could be if you're listening to more high vibrational music. And I'll give a couple of my top favorite high vibing types of music at the end of this video, so stay tuned. All right, number 3 would be thought patterns and beliefs. So what I mean by that is, okay, we all have loops in our head, and I know that this is like kind of a la DNRS, but this is something that I've been thinking about for years through meditation and self-work and self-study, and I'm sure you have too. But we all have these like beliefs that we just continually keep playing in our head, these stories that we just keep playing in our head. And this is also from Dr. Joe Dispenza, right? And you need to we have to become aware of the beliefs and the thought patterns that we just keep repeating, right? Like the beliefs that you have been hypnotized into believing from people around you, from society, from the roles that you used to have to fulfill in your family. You've been told stories about who you are and you've been implanted with certain beliefs that you may not even know that were implanted in you. But you need to examine those and see if they're serving you or if they're bringing you down. And this impedes your detox because, again, if you are in this mindset of stress and worry and fear, your body is going to be releasing the hormones of stress and worry and fear, which are not conducive to recovery and healing. So it's, you've got to look at your beliefs and your thought patterns and start to detoxify those. And it's a really cool process. And I walk clients through it all the time. It's so much fun to be able to change those thought patterns and beliefs into something that you actually want to have looping in your head that's going to help serve you and help you stay healthy. Okay. All right. Number 4 is pretty basic. Look at your self-care products. You need to look at self-care products, laundry products, let's see, all of your household products is what I should say in this category. So things like water, shower water, let's see, laundry detergent, dishwashing detergent, lotions, makeup, body washes, right? Cat food, cat litter, dog food, dog toys. Look at all of these different areas of your life, because all of these are going to put a toxic burden on you if they are loaded with toxins. So this is another area that you really need to take a look at in your life to see if you are really detoxing, and if you lessen the toxic load in your body, the better you're going to detox. So look at the self-care products, and I'll give a couple of my favorite recommendations here at the end and about how to do this. All right. Number 5. The other area that you need to start to detoxify in your life are the patterns that you play out every day. So for example, say that your boss says something to you that really upsets you, and then you just go on automatic pilot and you go, God, that mother, you know what I mean? And yes, you have every right to feel mad if your boss is making you feel horrible, but that pattern is not probably serving you, because then you get all riled up, you get really angry, and then your cortisol goes through the roof, and then you're in the fight or flight state, and then you're not detoxifying, you're not recovering, right? And then these patterns just don't serve you, and then you continue to play them out, just kind of like the mental patterns, but these are patterns in your life. And these are not going to serve you, and they're going to impede your capacity to detox. So again, you need to detox the patterns in your life and say okay, my boss is angry at me. I don't have to get totally pulled into his energy. Again, a la the empath world. I don't have to get pulled into his energy, and I can just sit back, let him be angry, and then choose to respond rather than react. And then you're going to feel better, and your body's going to be in a better, higher vibrational state, equaling better health, better detox. And then you just feel better. It feels gross, for me, when I play into a pattern that I continually play into that's not serving me. I just feel gross. I'm oh, why did I do that again? And then if I respond differently and I'm oh, that felt good, right? Then you're going to be in better health. So here's 5 tricks on how to do this. Number 1, to detox people from your life. Legitimately, one of the best things that I can say, and that has helped me, is only interact with those people on a positive level. So if somebody comes at you with negativity, you just stand there and just let it flow by. It's their stuff. So let their stuff be their stuff, and you don't have to take it on. But if they, and then one thing that you can do is if somebody comes at you with negativity, you can say I hope you're having a great day. And they may be oh my God, that asshole, right? Because that, they're gonna be taken totally aback by that. But interact with them in a positive way, and then that boom, it sort of it deflects that energy, and then they have to sit with their reaction toward toward you, and then you force them to look at themselves. So, you know, again, number one, to help detoxify people from your life and to set a healthy boundary, don't interact with them on the negative level. If they keep coming at you with negativity, just ignore it. Just don't go with it. You don't have to engage. Yes, you can say your piece if you feel the need, and say, like, you know, there are communication techniques that I like to teach my clients on how to voice what you're feeling in a non-violent way so that you can have a better communication. So of course, voice your needs, but voice them in a kind way so that they're received and heard by the other person, and so that you're not engaging with that negative energy, because then you're stuck and then you're in that place with that person. So then, number two, in order to detoxify your, oh my gosh, what was number two? Music. To detoxify music in your life, listen to things like, you know, positive, upbeat, classical. You know, they have vibrational binaural beats out there, like 432 hertz, or, you know, solfeggio frequencies. All of these kinds of music, like theta waves and alpha waves. And you can also listen to, you know, the music that makes you feel uplifted, right? Music that makes you feel uplifted rather than like angry music. You know, that music is just going to bring you down. So make some good music choices, right? Okay, and then number three is to detoxify the loops in your brain. Meditate. All right, so meditation opens up the door for you to see and really witness your looped belief patterns that aren't serving you. And so then when you sit back and you're able to recognize, because if you're not aware of the belief patterns that you have, then how can you possibly change them? So you need to become aware of those belief patterns, and then you can go in and start to change them in your life. Very cool. So you need to meditate. You need to get to know and listen to these belief patterns so that you're not just like a slave and an unconscious participant in these unconscious belief patterns. But then you can take responsibility, take a hold of them, and say, like, oh, that's not serving me. I'm going to change this belief pattern. So meditate and listen to those. All right, number four, a couple of my tips to detoxify these, the physical things in your life. You know, I personally really like Grab Green products for my dishwasher detergent and my laundry detergent. It's great. Now, if you're highly multiple chemical sensitive, then I would look at Charlie's soap, and that is one of the most hypoallergenic laundry detergents you can have. Other things, I like the Berkey shower filter. I'm still debating. I used to really dig the Berkey. I think I still do, but I had some information just recently come in from a client, and I may be rethinking this. So I'll release a video on that when I do. But for right now, make sure you're getting a really awesome water filter. Reverse osmosis water, distilled water, those are all really good methods of getting clean water. Also, some of my favorite facial care products come from a place called Montana Emu Ranch, and they are amazing. And I have them on health foods. I find mine at my health food store. You can check them out online. Love those face care products. So, and then number five, to change the patterns in your life, to detox those patterns in your life, first of all, you need to meditate and become aware of your patterns, and then you take this to the practical level, and like in your daily life, become aware. Sit back and notice, oh, that's a pattern that I just played into that continually doesn't serve me and does not get me where I want to be. You know, on the health level, like, oh, I really know that I need to eat this way because this is what makes me feel good, but I'm gonna keep going back to like the stuff that doesn't make me feel good because, you know, I'm trying to comfort myself. You need to find other comfort mechanisms. You know, but then you need to say, okay, no, I really want to feel better, so I'm going to eat what I know I need to eat, right? Or I'm going to do what I need to do. I'm going to take that compound in the morning. You know, I'm going to do that exercise. Like, change those patterns in your life. So you first have to become aware, but then is the work of actually doing it. And it feels really uncomfortable at first, but you've got to do it, right? So it feels uncomfortable to try to like effort through those, but then you start to feel better because then you've changed that pattern, and then you feel better about yourself. And then you raise the vibration in your cells, and then you detoxify better, and then you feel better, and then you're like, oh, I just feel cleaner. So there you have it. Those are my top 5 areas that you still need to detoxify from your life if you want to feel better and like really, really take your health to the next level. So if you found this helpful, please email me. I do this with clients all the time. I love working one-on-one and doing consulting and coaching. So please email me at tgirly7@gmail.com if you'd like more tips and tricks on how to truly detoxify your life and live vitally. Thank you so much for being here. I love you all so much and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Okay? Bye.